Our next panelist is Ms. Franka Costelloe, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association. Ms. Costelloe is a Director of Lifetime Roofing Limited, a full-service specialty manufacturer and contractor of roofing, architectural and structural systems. Ms. Costelloe sits as the chairperson of First Citizens Trustee Services Limited and is a director on several boards where she brings expertise in operational negotiations with both governmental and private financial institutions. She is as well the youngest member of the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association to hold the office of president. She is also only the second female to head the board of directors in over 6 decades of the organization's existence. Ms. Costelloe, welcome. The government has recognized the importance of the private sector in transforming the economy. As such, a number of targeted measures have been implemented to provide a more enabling environment for growth and sustainability of the manufacturing sector. What plans and mechanisms have been implemented by the TTMA to promote and support private sector entrepreneurship?
Thank you, Stacey, very much for having the TTMA and myself to represent the manufacturing industry. Thank you to the Minister Gopi Spoon for the invitation, and it's an honor to be here amongst all of these prestigious panelists. Hello to over 300 participants that have joined this webinar, and that volume of participation is a clear indication of a strong need for information and a strong indication of the growing demand in the economy for the female entrepreneurs. We have certainly seen that women are very engrossed in the workplace, and I heard the statistics from exporTT and so on about how many women are working at exporTT. We at TTMA also experience this with 12 out of the 18 executive team members being women, and we're very proud that we have a very balanced board as well. 6 out of the 15 board of directors are women as well, including myself. We are very focused on the SME and the entrepreneur participation in the manufacturing realm. Currently, it has been widespread that we have been working hard towards doubling the 2018 export figure, which was at 3.6 billion, and working towards a 7 billion projection figure. And then doing that, of course, a large part of that 3.6 billion is made up of our 20 top exporters. But what is interesting to recognize is that of our 1,014 manufacturers in Trinidad, 890 classified as SMEs. And that is significant. And of the SMEs, 2.1 billion is participated towards our export bill. And that is a phenomenal figure to recognize. SMEs and entrepreneurs are certainly our future development for Trinidad. And a lot of these SMEs and entrepreneurs are, of course, CEO run by females or have a high female participation. COVID-19 has been a great disruptor for 2020. And as panelists have said, we as well recognize international studies and data collection pointing to the vulnerability of women in the workplace, both in leading businesses and working within. And that is because, again, as primary caregivers, we have been disrupted by not being able to efficiently juggle our roles because we simply don't have all the support mechanisms there to allow us to straddle the caregiving roles as we used to. But also because we tend to dominate the service industries and tourism industries that have been so closely disrupted. So it is inspiring to hear the Minister Gopi Spoon speak of such forward and progressive tools that are being put in place by the government and implemented through exporTT. At TTMA, we are also implementing many similar programs that are working in tandem with the government. And it's great to see a true partnership between business and government happening right now. Our strategies are very aligned. We're working in sync with each other. And that means that how we are doubling our chances of success in our strategic goals. The TTMA in 2020, despite COVID-19 disruptions, found ways to adapt and pivot very quickly to still manage our trade missions through B2B digital platforms. We are hosting our TIC event right now, the first virtual TIC trade show of the type in the Caribbean. And so I hope that everybody will take the time to visit the exhibition booth spaces. We are working with our membership and creating business plans, marketing plans, export plans. And these plans are important for submission to a lot of these subsidies and grants that the government makes available. In a lot of the applications to these subsidies and grants, TTMA offers support in preparing the documentation that is needed for it. Mentorship programs, which allows us access to different communities and networks that will help us as women, as entrepreneurs, men and women, to be able to take those next steps forward. U.S. access through the Exim Bank facility. We've developed a very close relationship with Exim Bank in rolling out the US dollar access that is needed in purchasing raw materials and equipment and so on. Pro-cover models in specific areas such as Guyana, where we make tangible connections in B2B arrangements, and training through extensive webinars that have been hosted recently. 2021 is certainly focused on the digitization platform, and we have a vision of a shared marketplace that will allow in shared costs as well for the entrepreneurs and the SMEs, and allowing us to do brand promotion and in participating with our local manufacturers to uplift the TNT brand of manufactured products. We want to work with our members in complying with regulations and getting correct permits and certifications that are required, and helping our SMEs and our entrepreneurs take that next step forward into bolstering the domestic demand and also the export. And we look forward to working with everyone, and we encourage everyone that is interested in taking those steps with us to give us a call at TTMA, and let's work together in bolstering the entire economy, our own futures, raising our own standard of living as a true community space.
Thank you so much, Ms. Costelloe, for those insights into the work of the TTMA, and I'm sure many of us will be eager to take you up on that offer. It's very interesting to have the efforts to advance entrepreneurship and support all the players in the manufacturing sector.